Why, hello there, chaps. You're probably wondering, what's taking Bugsy and Suckamara so long to do Shonic's Heartbreak? Shonic's Heartbreak. Shonic. That's how you guys say it. Shonic. 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 I like that. It rolls off the tongue. Anyways, you're probably wondering, what are you doing here, Chappy? What are you doing? Bugsy and Sakamaro want to take a little bit more of a break. They're kind of installing something in Bugsy's, they're installing like a jacuzzi in Bugsy's lab. So they said, hey, you want to talk about some Sonic stuff while we get this ready? And I said, yeah. So let's get to it. Now, a lot of people keep saying, Bugsy's been doing all these, Sonic Forces videos, and where have I been? Well, a certain gentleman has been busy, reevaluating his life, reevaluating what matters and what doesn't matter, and various other things. You're probably wondering, is my devil side gone? No, no. Also, Negative is going to do a video. And for those of you that don't know who Negative is, basically Bugsy's other half. So you're gonna get to see that. Not now. I hear he has some words for Mr. Cartoons. But I'm not here for that. What I am here for, actually, to be perfectly honest with you. So I was looking at this video about this one person who basically said, I'm here to say something, to give a certain person a response to a video. And guys, I'm gonna pull this out, and I'm gonna pull this video out, and we're gonna find the person who made the video, because when I put a like under this video, it's a response video. Yeah, you liked the response video, and how this dude's like, forces may ruin Mania. To me, it's like Mania's already out. What could it ruin? And don't worry, I'm not gonna tear the chap.
Alright, we're at it again. This time
I'm not gonna tear this gent a new one. It's more Bugsy's job than mine. But I am gonna make this person see. I'm gonna make a response to, and people, let's all be civil and not attack. Not attack this guy, okay? Listen, okay? Because we're not animals. We can accept when someone has a different opinion than us. Or if we don't, we should. Oh, let's get going, Bugsy. Let's get going, guys. Sorry, Bugsy's in there still working on his lab. I guess I'm so used to it.
I've talked about it a few times on this channel, but I'll happily repeat myself. I grew up loving Sonic. A lot. I still love Sonic, admittedly less so as a result of its roller coaster ride of a games catalog, but that love has been back on the up and up thanks to the release of Sonic Mania this year.
Let's get to the meat of it.
Sonic Mania is currently one of my favorite games of this year. I really loved its mix of new and old level design and mechanics, the awesome bosses, the in-jokes, the music.
This chap, I like it too. I like Mania too. I like it for all of it, for what it is, but I feel like people are trying to make Sonic Forces into something it isn't. Yes, it's a good game. But everybody, before the game came out, acted like it was the second coming of Sonic. Personally, it's a good game made by a bunch of fans that love Sonic as much as we all do. But the thing I hate is when people try to be like, oh, Force is gonna suck because Mania was so good, and to me, it just doesn't feel right,
and so much more. I haven't seen a game that has reinvigorated my Sonic fandom like this one since Sonic Generations way back in 2011. That game really had the same approach. Take what we loved in the classic Sonic games, even some of the stuff we hated, and
Alright guys, let's get to the
before
point.
that game, I can't for the life of me recall so many people claiming Sonic was never good. Well, no one outside of a fanboy war, anyway. Sonic Team figured Sonic lost his way, and since the blue blur is supposed to be cool, they needed to edge him up a bit. Nothing says cool like a dark storyline, bestiality, and half-finished level designs.
Okay, dude. They didn't set out to make Sonic 06 the way they did. And yes, I know Bugsy always says the game that shall never be named on this channel. But I'm gonna name it now because it's not Sonic Team's fault. They were rushed beyond belief, sir. They were rushed. They didn't even have a chance to do some of the stuff they wanted to do with it. That's why we got a buggy mess, because they were trying to reach the holiday rush. And they were trying to make it, the thing about Edge to me is like, it's not a bad thing. When it's used correctly, it can be a very great thing. So let's keep going.
Broken gameplay physics and still. Anyway, we did get more good games after this, and even during this, strangely enough, I'd be remiss to ignore the pretty consistent clip of great 2D handheld games. The problem I'm talking about in this video largely lies with 3D Sonic, which is the spotty part. And that's because, for one reason or another, most people haven't experienced the handheld games, which is why I'm mostly talking about 3D, and also this video is ultimately about Forces, which is also mostly 3D.
But you're not really saying how it's going to ruin Mania.
All of that is to say, I hear you 2D Sonic fans, the handheld games are great. Except this.
Jeez!
Okay, but dude, get to your point. I didn't come all the way to the studio just to hear you meander.
Game for Wii U and 3DS. We got Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games, which, whatever, those games are comfort food, I guess. The real offense began with Lost World. This game, to be fair, is more in the Unleashed camp, not worst game of all time territory, but it definitely did Sonic's reputation zero favors in the lead up to the second real blow to Sonic's reputation with gamers, Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric. This game was basically Sonic 06.
Okay, let's get to
some
the
dark
point.
storyline about Sonic and Eggman's latest conflict. It's fine to poke fun of all of that in an indirect way, but centering a game around this same theme is like a writer telling a bad joke. And
Let me explain something to you. Let me just bring it full circle. Do you understand there are fans, literal fans, of this one concept? Because this one concept in SatAM and the comics are in the comics in SatAM. And I know you're probably like, because I've seen your video before and I just wanted to get ready and remember which one I was looking at. Well, which part I was looking at. And no, I'm not going to call you out of your name. That's more, again, Bugsy is the one that cusses. I'm not. But let's keep going. Oh boy. Oh boy. I could be at home right now with Marines sipping on some great AT. But now I'm here.
can't be the only one getting Sonic 06 vibes from it. The dark, serious tone just never goes over well in Sonic games. It's a joke for a reason. Certainly not
Chappy,
because
let
people
me
love
in.
it. It's because it's stupid.
Bugsy, no. No. Let me do this. I am sick and I am tired of all these people constantly comparing this to Sonic 06. It is so annoying. It makes me so mad. It makes me so angry because it's like, oh well, I don't know. All I can basically compare it to is Sonic 06, and not the elements that probably make it into more of a SatAM game without actually having the Freedom Fighters, Resistance, Robotnik taking over the world. Any of this ring any kind of bells to anybody? Oh my fucking god! Now, Chat's the gentleman of this channel. I'm not. I'm kind of the resident. I'm the founder of this channel and the resident asshole. So, yeah. But listen, like, I don't know if you know any fans who actually know about this conflict, because the whole conflict between Eggman and Sonic is more akin to Sonic SatAM and more akin to the Archie comics. To be more specific, because this is kind of giving me more of an in-game vibe than any other feeling about any other feeling. It's like a little mixture between the Doomsday Project and in-game. This is the last conflict, the last battle between Sonic and Eggman, and it feels like that. I know, like, it's probably hard for you to understand because you only know certain things about certain Sonic, and I don't expect people to be super super into the lore and knowing a little bit about Sonic SatAM. I guess whenever I bring it up, like, people go like, "What? Huh? What are you talking about, Sonic SatAM? What?" But basically, I get that vibe, and you're okay to think about where, and you're perfect. You're perfectly okay in your opinion for saying it's Sonic 06. But I'm just saying it pulls more from the comics and from SatAM than any other freaking Sonic game, and I am not counting Sonic Spinball. Even though I love Sonic Spinball, it is not a SatAM game. We almost had one, and then Yuji Naka was like, "Nah, we ain't doing it. It's way too slow." So I feel like, in a way, this is reviving that idea. I don't think it's trying to be dark and edgy, because SatAM was dark. I wouldn't say it was edgy, but it was dark, and that's the thing. That's the thing you guys need to take away from this. It's not '06. It's mostly falling in line with Archie and SatAM, and it really shows. We have a group of people trying to fight Robotnik, like calling themselves the Resistance, kind of almost close to calling themselves the Freedom Fighters, and we got Eggman, probably at his most evilest. Probably not Jim Cumming levels, but I want Mike Pollock to say it. I want Mike Pollock to say it warms the cockles of my metallic heart. Just once. Now, you're okay to, you're entitled to your opinion, and I'm not gonna hate you for it. But you forget that there's a lot of other people that basically there's another side to the fandom that you basically don't know about, because you're shoving all the people who actually want this game in the '06 camp, when some of us, all we want is a good story. And the fact that it's kind of taking a little bit from both the comics and SatAM is kind of admirable. Now, you can say whatever you want to me, like I'm a fanboy, I don't know what I'm talking about, all this crap, and blah 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 blah, make all this big bunch of noise and insinuate a whole bunch of shit about me just because I came on this video, and I'm telling you what's what, because honestly, I don't care. I really don't, because if none of you really care about, like, this could be technically SatAM or technically like the Archie comics, I'm not gonna try and bring it up. I'm not gonna bring it up anymore. It's just like, that's what they're pulling it from. If you actually did your research, if you actually looked at this side by side with both the comic and SatAM, you would understand. But hey, not a lot of people can catch on to it. And a lot of people like me are just kind of ecstatic that Sega actually cares enough to do this. The one thing us Sonic, SNES, and Archie Sonic fans have been wanting for a decade. A literal decade. My, my friend, Zealous Fox, and most of the dudes at Silver Team are happy too. We're all freaking ecstatic. would I, would I, am I, and look, some people are actually even putting in the comments. Dark, mature stories don't work with Sonic. I don't know. People seem to enjoy SNES, the Archie comics, and for its plot-heavy story as SA2. How will this ruin Sonic Mania? You stated it would tarnish its reputation, which it won't. B, this game has nothing to do with ruining the game itself. This should be titled, I'm not looking forward to Sonic Forces. Exactly. I don't think the movie's gonna kill freaking Sonic either. I don't know, just a hopeful guy. I'm sorry, Chapper, you can talk now. Bugsy, I was trying to avoid you coming in here and having an angry explosion. I'm sorry, man. It's just gonna happen. I'm sorry. I don't like when people just try to write this off as Sonic 06 because no Sonic game will ever be like Sonic 06. They're actually trying now. But instead of actually looking at that and thinking about that and actually trying to basically use your mind and think, well, this title is not clickbait. The title is I'm scared. You should be scared. Get over yourself. Forces will. Did you even hear what this person said about Sonic SNES? It's always the bad ones. It's always the always bad ones. Always, every time you will see a bad Sonic game. So you just weren't hearing the fact that this person was talking about SNES or Archie Comics. Chat, see what I'm saying? You can't be civil with these idiots. You can't. I was trying to too, but these motherfuckers only understand one thing: rage. Rage is the only language they goddamn speak. But Bugsy, we should try to be more civil. You have a lot of enemies now because of what you do. Yeah, I have a lot of enemies, I ain't gonna lie. But fuck it, man. If they want to hate on me just because I'm telling them I'm telling them why this game is being created and they don't want to listen, they don't have to. They don't have to. Because, it's a treat for us Sonic fans who like Archie and who like the Sonic SNES series, and we've longed for this day. We've longed for a game like this. And for people like him, they're just acting like a bunch of little bitches because, well, they bad narrative Sonic games in the narrative Sonic from the Outlet and diehards that will never be bad to Sonic. Like, he doesn't even say anything. It just pretty much proves how much of a out of touch fan he is. But it's cool. What does this have to do with ruining Sonic Mania? Nothing. This dude just wanted to stand on his own soapbox. Just let it go. Alright, fine. Fine, Bugsy, fine. You always have to bring me to your side, do you? Well, I'm not bringing you to my side. You know this is fucked up, and you should say something. Listen, I'm with my friend. He, I, both of us believe that this is really just for us Sonic SAM fans and for us Archie fans because because you know we're never gonna get closure in those comics, and tomorrow we're gonna get confirmation about the IDW comics. But personally, dude, I do not see how this is going to ruin Sonic Forces. I know you're saying you're scared, but I don't think it's going to ruin anything. You all are overreacting, and it's really apparent. It's really apparent. Some of you Sonic YouTubers are just, saying the sky is falling, the sky is falling, the bloody sky is falling. But is it though? No, it's falling for you because you don't get this. That's the real tragedy. That most of you don't even understand this. You're like, resistance, Sonic and robotics conflict. I'm I'm confused. I don't know. I don't know. Told you. Don't shut it. Oh, shut it, Kuro. Hey. Hey, hey, don't get mad at me, Prescott. Don't get mad at me, Prescott. I'm just saying. Sometimes you have to get angry. Sometimes it's the only thing, I guess, you could say the world allows you to be. Sometimes. You know? So let's finish this. Together. But I love how you just gave this person the most sorry ass answer you could give them. Not even acknowledging what this person had to say. I get comments like that too. Like people not even acknowledging everything that I've said in the video, but just pointing out, well, I'm scared. I'm scared. All I gotta say, dude, is you don't have to buy Forces. Just enjoy Mania. While the rest of us have fun with Sonic Forces, you'll just be sitting there playing Mania, waiting for the next 2D Sonic game for you to tongue kiss to death, while we sit back and take solace in the fact that Sega actually literally listened to us. Sure, we didn't get exactly what we wanted, but the effort and the planning and the mystery, it's all there. So whether you hate it or not, whether you don't like it, it's really irrelevant because what matters is the people who want to buy this game will buy this game. And you guys who don't want to buy this game will just sit there and just make your constant videos hating its existence, probably gonna buy it, hating its existence, while the rest of us are gonna have fun with it. That's all I gotta say. Personally, I don't like jumping into these anymore because trust me, when I do my video on Sonic Forces, my review on it, I'm gonna let you all have it because at the end of the day, after this, I think after Forces, I'm just gonna back away from the Sonic fandom for a while, and focus more earnestly on Sonic Freedom Fighters. The reboot to SATAM I've been working on for years. Because there are people who still like SATAM, and there are people who still want SATAM to be in the forefront of Sonic, but it can never possibly be that way because of a whole bunch of different reasons and circumstances. Freedom Fighters is way from me, and how's the rest of the SatAM fandom? And we're a big fandom too. To actually get what we want. And you could say, well, this is not going to work because the narrative Sonics never work. I'll say this: it's all about their execution. And the thing about '06 is that the execution was all wrong. The thing about '06 is that they were rushed heavily. So they didn't get to do what they wanted to do, and they never got to flesh out the story the way they wanted. So they never really got to make the reboot that they wanted. You say, oh well, we don't want all this edgy, and Sega's trying to edge them up. No, because there's been a lot of people who want a Sonic and a Archie Sonic game and a SatAM game. Hell, a SatAM game almost happened, but it was shot down by Yuji Naka. And now Sonic Team is trying to understand maybe this is what the people want out of modern Sonic. Maybe they want a darker story. Maybe they want this. So I feel like Sega's finally trying to listen to us. And you guys could probably say, well, Bugsy, you can be like, oh, Bugsy, well, you're just being you don't know. Maybe that's not what everybody wanted. Maybe that's just what a few people wanted. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm gonna take solace in the fact that Sonic Forces is made and it's in my possession and I can play it whenever I want. And I'm not gonna sit there. I'm not gonna sit there and pretend like I'm not gonna sit there and pretend that I'm not gonna enjoy it because you guys are just unhappy. You guys didn't get what you want. Oh wait, you did. You got Mania. So, if you'd be so kind, please just if you're not gonna get the game, don't get it. If it's not really in your sights, you shouldn't care. I love Sonic 2, but some of you are acting like we do this out of passion, but you fuel your you fuel your passion for Sonic with rage and anger because you don't know what else to do. Personally, I'm just tired of it all. Tired of it. Because it's like none of you will ever really truly listen, and when people are trying to talk sense into you, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna shirk it off because I just want to be a little generic asshole on the internet, so I don't need to hear anything. Forget if people actually have good points and trying to talk to me and trying to help me out. No, I'm just gonna be a generic asshole because that's all I can be. That is all I can truly be. That's all I can offer, just being a passive aggressive bastard. Personally, I like the fact that I'm optimistic. I like the fact that for once I can be the optimist. I'm usually the cynical asshole in the corner going, yeah, I have hopes for this, but I don't know. I was the one always cautiously optimistic, but every time I was always proven wrong. But never from the onset has a Sonic game really said, hey, you like this stuff? Then trust me. That's the vibe I got off of this. And all of you can say whatever you want about what I said and how I said it and how I kept saying asshole. But at the end of the day, these are my opinions like it is yours. Phoenix 4. Hold up. Phoenix 4. You can say whatever you can be scared, but at the end of the day, we're gonna be playing the game, regardless. Yo, Prescott, you got anything else to say? You know, actually, Bugsy, no. See, But I will say this. You don't have to like the fact that Forces is here. You can just ignore it. If you're a Sonic fan, you don't have to buy every Sonic game you see and always have to put your critique on it. And always have to say every little snarky thing about it. I understand it's Sonic, and I understand you all hate Sonic. But at the end of the day, Sonic is what you love. Sonic is probably what we all love. And we all love different things. People always say Sonic fans don't know what they want, and Sonic fans don't know what they want or know what they have, and blah blah blah. But there's a lot of us in this fandom that want different things, and for once, the fandom that gets really ignored, more ignored than the Sonic Adventure fans, because they're actually getting more notoriety nowadays. Us Stadium fans have been getting ignored from the very beginning. And now I feel like we're finally getting the game that we want. And I know for some of you that it's hard to really wrap your head around. But there's another fandom that's got ignored. And finally we're getting what we want. And maybe in a few years' time, the Adventure fans will finally get what they want. The Classic fans got what they wanted. Now us modern SNEM and Archie fans will get what we want. And that's the true Sonic cycle. Actually, that's pretty good, man. Thanks. Thanks, little chap. Well, what do you want to do now? Well, we got a few more minutes. I know you have to get ready for that Sonic's heartbreak thing. Oh, I can give it another few hours. Besides, we're getting a lot of background noise, and I thought this would, doing this is easier. Because thinking about jokes on the fly can be really, really taxing. Hi, Bets. Nah, I actually look on this video on my own time. Actually, I'll look at this video on my own time. But I just have this to say: if you don't like Sonic Forces, don't buy it, because there's other people who are excited about it. And even kids are excited about it. You can all say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, I feel like we're the ones that are going to be smiling at the end of this. We're the ones that are going to just be enjoying. We're going to be enjoying playing. We're going to be enjoying playing Sonic Forces. Whether the rest of you fans don't like it or not, at least it gets made, and at least we'll have something whenever me and Bugsy or any other fan feels like they want to play a Sonic SNEM game, and the only thing that's closer to them are fan games or Forces, they'll play those. So, if you're still scared about Sonic Forces, go right ahead. If you're still scared that Sonic Forces will do poorly, we are too. We want this to do well. I just feel like, because I saw really I saw your video too. I just feel like this whole thing that you did there was just you kind of, just bitching about the fact that Sonic Forces even exists. And that's the thing. That's what you're doing. You're bitching. Instead of actually just waiting for this game to come out and actually judging it accordingly, which I know you're not going to do, you just rather hate it for it on a surface. And trust me, I'm not done with all of you yet, because like when I do that gigantic video on forces, which I'm thinking I'm gonna just do a big old live stream because this is gonna take like about an hour to do. And personally, doing recording for like an hour with my regular software is a bitch to do. So I'd rather do it that way. I'd rather do it this way. So yeah, I think I'm done. Chap, you got anything to say? Just one. People. Last thing I have to say. Remember, just because you may not like it, that does not mean the other person will not have fun with it as well. A few people will like it, and maybe a few people will hate it. But if you like Sonic Forces, don't make anybody make you feel bad for liking it. And for you people who don't want to play Sonic Forces, no one is forcing you. No one is putting a revolver to your head and telling you, play Sonic Forces or I'm going to blow your brains at the back of your skull. You all have choices. Make good ones. That's all I gotta say. Well said. Well said, my chappy friend. Well said.